Greetings, fellow human being, fellow habitant of the planet Earth. Welcome to this YouTube video here. Today I would like to recount the tale of how I, Adam Miceli, managed to mess up my flow state by being too attached to getting work done. And this is not a sad story. It's actually a story that has interesting insight that I think can completely change the way you live your life and make you feel more relaxed and peaceful and more in the flow of the moment. So first of all, I've been doing this thing for a while. It's called following your highest excitement. And what that means is that in each moment, you do what brings you more energy, and you don't force things to happen. Now, many people get confused. This doesn't mean you sit on the couch all day and do nothing, or it doesn't mean that you never push yourself or do anything. Sometimes you get more energy from pushing yourself, you get more energy from working out or more energy from going out for a walk, or you actually get more energy from turning the TV off and dancing or moving around. So following your highest excitement doesn't mean you're a lazy slob. It just means that you pay attention to how your body feels. And throughout the day, you just do what feels fun. You do what feels good. And you don't force yourself to do things that feel dead, that feel anxious, that you can literally observe that there's an anxiety feeling in your body. You can actually feel it in your kidneys, in your sides. You can feel it in the front of your body. Sometimes, for today, for example, I woke up nice and early and I had a plan to get some work done. I was going to write an email, send it out to my client list. But the thing is that through this process of following my highest excitement, I'm becoming more and more aware that the thing that manifests the life that I want, the way that I get the results that I want in my life, is not dependent on the actions that I take, but it has everything to do with the energy that I feel on a moment-to-moment basis. So am I feeling like the best version of myself throughout the day? So this means, am I feeling calm? Am I feeling peaceful? Am I feeling good? Am I feeling fun? Am I feeling relaxed? And this is difficult for me sometimes because I notice that I have this tendency, this habit to feel guilty if I am not working. So today, my natural excitement, I woke up early, which was 8 o'clock for me, which is early for me. And just the natural flow was just very relaxed, not pressured to do work. There wasn't much excitement to do what I call work, which is writing an email, making a video, talking to clients, whatever. My work flow, or you could say my natural flow, was just relax, just make lemon water, celery juice, like I do every morning, chill out. I went for a walk. I just visualized things that feel good, visualizing the version of myself that is feeling calm and peaceful. So I'm just taking charge of my state, basically. I do all these different practices. I do meditation. I meditated for an hour, or it was like less than an hour, but just like, sitting, doing my breathing meditation, doing some visualization, writing down my intentions, for what I'm bringing into my life, just feeling it as if it's real. So just really being in charge of my state and just choosing the way that I want to feel for the rest of my life. So understanding that manifestation, very important to understand, it's just about bringing the feeling you want to feel more of in your life and bringing it into the present moment. Okay? And trusting and knowing and realizing that is the end goal. When you take charge of your state, reality is like a mirror. So your inner state mirrors your outer reality, the way people react to you, the way opportunities come to you, the way money comes to you, whatever the stuff that you want is a mirror of your inner feeling. You have to be a vibrational match to it. Otherwise, what ends up happening is you end up doing a bunch of stuff to get what you want, but you're not a vibrational match. You're acting out of fear, out of lack, out of insecurity. So this brings me to my story. Let me continue my tale. So I was walking through the park. So my highest excitement wanted me to leave my house. Now, normally, when I leave my house, sometimes I like to prepare. I like to bring some water. I have some ginger water. Just cut up some ginger, put it in my water. I like to bring a backpack sometimes with snacks or whatever, but this time I just left with nothing. And I was walking towards the electronics store where I like to just look at laptops and just look at electronics. It's something I've done since I was a little kid. And it was just my highest excitement to do this. So as I'm walking, having a great walk, feeling really good to walk. I'm not feeling tired. I'm just enjoying the walk. About at the halfway point, I was listening to an audiobook, and I thought, oh, well, maybe when I get to the electronics store, there's like a bookstore there as well with a Starbucks that I can sit with my laptop and work. But I was like, damn, I don't have my laptop. But that would be so good because then I could like get some work done today because I was planning to write this email. So there was a crossroads where I stopped in my tracks, and there was like two paths. I can just go to the store without my laptop and just not work, but just have fun and just be in a good state. Or I could turn around and go back to my house to get my heavy laptop to get my backpack and pack snacks. And I felt in the moment that I should have just walked, and the option to just walk to go to the store and just to go with the flow, that was the most exciting and fun option. But my mind interrupted that. My mind would say, well, you could have your cake and eat it too, because sure, you can still do your exciting thing, but like also you can get work done, right? Which is subconsciously I still feel like is important. You still have to take actions to get what you want. So what I did was I decided to turn around, and there was I was literally half split-minded here. I was half of me was going, half of me was stopping. I must have turned around twice, just second guessing, because my heart was pulling me to just continue my walk, but then my mind was telling me to turn around to go get my laptop so that I could go back to the store and work. So I decided eventually, I came up with a reason, and I logicked it out in my mind. I gave myself a good reason, and then as I'm walking back, I feel sad, and the energy's lower. It's less exciting. I'm bored now that I'm walking back the same path that I came, and I can actually feel tangibly that I was walking a path that was not exciting. But I ignored it, and I just kind of pushed through, right? Because then if you push through, you can, I got home, and then I stuffed my big heavy laptop into my bag, and then I packed my snacks, and then I got my water bottle, and then I just stuffed my bag full of all this heavy stuff. And now after 20 minutes, I go to leave my house, and now I feel like I'm not even excited to walk to the store, like, because now I ruined the whole flow of the whole experience. And plus I had this heavy ass backpack on my back, which was not fun at all, not a good feeling. And now I'm like, okay, well, since I have this heavy backpack, now I should probably take my bike. And it was not fun to take my bike at all, because I was just really enjoying the sensation of walking. So now I have this heavy backpack, I have my bike, and it's just like, now the whole thing is forced and the whole thing is ruined. And like, I didn't even want to go to the store and go sit down and work and, work. I just wanted to have no backpack, no bike. I just wanted to go with the flow, relax like I was when I was a little kid, and just like go to the store and just have fun. And not have this heavy burden, right? This heavy burden on my back, literally physically embodied as this heavy backpack, needing to work, needing to take specific actions to get the results that I want. So the energy of excitement wasn't fun to continue my walk, and I ended up just kind of like needing to just come back inside my house and actually rest and recharge. So then I said, okay, so I clearly made the wrong decision. I goofed. But I also use this thing called the advantage method, which is where anything that happens ever, if you ever do a mistake, you just take the benefit from it. You turn it into a positive thing. You make it a positive. So that's what I did. So, okay, well, I made a mistake, but, maybe obviously this is a positive thing. I'm making a video about it, right? So I turned it into a positive thing. So what I did was I came back to my house, I relaxed, I just had to like recharge and rest. So since I made a mistake, I just asked myself, okay, well, what's my next highest excitement? And that was just to rest and recharge inside my house. So what's the moral of the story here? The moral of the story is that, first of all, your work in your life is to be yourself, to have fun, and to follow the natural flow of excitement in the moment, because that is what synchronistically leads you to being in the high vibrational state that you need to be in, so that you can send out the energy that you need for outer reality to reflect your inner reality. So I know it sounds like mumbo jumbo, it sounds like, like fairy tale nonsense, but you need to understand, in life, state of being is everything, okay? Because everything you're doing is to get a state of being, correct? So even when you're doing work or you're doing stuff to like get a date or to make money or to eat food or whatever you're doing, everything you do, all your plans is always to create an external situation that allows you to get the internal state that you desire. So all of life is about getting the internal state that you desire. However, many people take a roundabout route. We're conditioned in 3D physical reality, we're conditioned to believe that external causes internal. But what Buddhism talks about, you can learn, is that external is impermanent. It changes. It's like a flickering show. The external is never satisfying. Like, Christmas is coming up. Remember when you were a kid or whatever, and you'd get a gift, a Christmas gift, and you'd long for it and you'd wait for it, and then you'd finally get it, and you're finally satisfied because you got the toy that you wanted. But then after a week, you get bored of it. So happiness literally cannot be banked on external experiences and external actions and doing things, okay? Happiness is how you manage yourself and your feelings and your emotions. Are you actually doing what feels good for you, or are you succumbing to the logic and the reasoning that your mind will give you? Think, well, it would be a productive thing to do to turn around and to get my laptop and to go work, because then I could have fun and be productive. But as you're going on down that path, it feels resistance, it feels stuck, it feels unfun, it feels just like the wrong way. You're going the wrong way, but you do it anyways, and you convince yourself that it's fine, it'll be fine, whatever. I gotta get work done, right? I gotta work, right? So what you're not understanding is that the work that you need to do will come through you spontaneously, automatically, as an expression of your highest excitement. Okay? And it's not gonna always fit into your plan. It's not always gonna fit into your plan. That's the point. Life is unknown. The plan unfolds better than you could have even planned it if you allow your highest self to dictate the unfolding of events and you just follow along. So to tie everything up, to get everything together, I think it's important to learn, for you to learn how to manage your internal state. There's many ways to do this. It took me a decade to learn and practice all these different ways of managing your internal state. And it doesn't, you don't have to turn it into a job or a chore. Make it fun. How can you manage your internal state? For me, meditation, very important. Dancing, very important. Resting when I need to. Not working when it doesn't feel good. Not hanging out with people or following through on commitments that are like totally out of alignment for me, that are not exciting at all. So balancing and feeling my internal energy and letting go of the neediness that attaches you to forcing yourself to do things that you don't want to do. It's okay to be afraid of the unknown, and it's okay if you feel scared of following your excitement, or if you feel scared to follow your excitement, then that's not your excitement. Your highest excitement doesn't contain fear by definition. It doesn't contain resistance. It's just natural. It's what flows. So people say, oh, I want to follow my highest excitement, but I'm scared. No, you're not, because that's not your highest excitement if you're scared. Your highest excitement just flows. It's easy. It's not hard. It's like, oh, like look where I am. I'm sitting on the floor. The camera. It's not a big deal. It's not scary. It's just, it is what it is. It flows. Doesn't require much work. It's fun. It's natural. So this is what determines the results you get in all areas of your life. And this is a practice that you can use to break through conditioning, of breaking through the stereotypes of what you think spirituality is, or what you think enlightenment is, or what you think personal development is, or even what you think success is. It's not what you think it is. It's a fresh phenomenon that is born out of the present moment. That sometimes appears as anger, sometimes it appears as addiction, sometimes it appears as all these different things. And the point is, are you taking actions? Are you using your mind? Are you visualizing thoughts and experiences and meditations that raise your vibrational frequency, or ones that lower your vibrational frequency? That's the end. That's it. That's the end of the day. That's the whole thing. That's your whole life. If you want to live in alignment with your true self, your soul, your life purpose, you want to be the best version of yourself, you want to feel like you're expressing your highest excitement and your joy and your passion and your job that you came to earth to do, and the life that you long to live. Okay, notice the life you long to live is a feeling. Connect to that feeling. You can do a visualization, you can do meditation and so forth. And in my program, my paid community, I work with people every single week, and I give them all sorts of practices and techniques, and we do book studies and give you the energy that you need to realize what I'm saying here and to embody it, to apply it. So if that's something you're interested in, you can book a call to apply, chat with me, and see if it's a good fit for you. Also, just stay tuned for the videos. There's exercises and stuff. There's things you can do: visualization, you can do meditation, you can do eating healthy, and all these things are important for managing your internal energy. And it takes time. I believe that working with me closely is like a shortcut. That's my goal, is to shortcut the process and align the things in your mind so that you're not confused. There's a lot of information out there today. It took me 10 years to pour through all of it, as you might see, all the books and stuff, and to derive deep core principles. That's really what I'm giving you here, is I'm giving you first principles of what is life, what is reality, how do I get what I want, how do I be happy, and how do I be my best self. That's what I help you here to do on this channel. And that's what I can help you to do more deeply if you're interested in my paid community as well, right? So stay tuned for more videos. I hope this was helpful for you, and peace.